For all of you who do not know, and for all of you who do know, this is Prince-Truth-Chaser, and I am here. You all have requested a part 3 with the amazing, the great Peggy Kane. She is, in my mind and in many minds, the the cornerstone, the one who basically exposed and enlightened us all as far as reptilians are concerned, the reptilian agenda, how things have changed from then until now. Because you all have to understand one thing, that she is a EVP expert, and she gets a lot of her info from EVP and from her own personal knowledge and the years of research that she has done. This is part 2. Peggy Kane, the great, the amazing. Here she is, and I'm honored to be here with her. Peggy Kane, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Paul.
I have to give you the praise. I have to give you the praise you deserve. I mean, you've worked so hard to awaken so many people.
Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to share, to talk about what I've learned in the last 10 years, because 10 years of daily, absolutely daily, of research. And, in the past, it was hard to come out and, talk about reptilians and what they were doing to people and all the abductions and the pain and, I didn't want to believe. I didn't want to believe that. I did not want to hear that. I was taught in New Age, love and light, and honestly did not want to hear what I was hearing.
Right.
I just gave up all my beliefs. It was either that or I turn off the recorders, turn off, and just go with what I felt and what I loved to hear and what I wanted to believe.
I'll tell you what, Peg. A lot of people, they live in this delusional reality that they live in right now, and it's about to be broken wide open, and they think you have to be nonchalant and you have to be professional about this and professional about that, and you have to, we don't want to talk about this or we don't want to talk about that, and you have to be all zen-like about this and that. And basically what I see is that when this awakening happens, people are going to say, you know what? It's okay to be ourselves. It's okay to speak the truth. Because like you said, you have 10 years of research, of truth in what you do. And, bullshit's bullshit, and truth is truth. And you bring truth. And you do it, and you did it when you first started, you did it on a way where a lot of people weren't ready to hear it, because a lot of people are so conditioned in this bullshit reality that they live in, to where, okay, let me have a hot car, a hot wife, and live my life in this conditioned world. Where Peggy Kane and many like her decided, you know what, I'm special. I am who I am, and it's okay to think outside of the box, and she's done that. And my hat is off to her, and I feel that you deserve all the respect that is deserved to you. Peggy, there's a lot of people right now that are afraid of this New World Order, of this World War III, of this Illuminati control. And I always tell them myself, I say, look, the few negative beings that are on this planet before the awakening happens, they want to pump out so much negative energy because they realize that we manifest our reality through our thoughts. So what my question to you is, as far as the New World Order and as far as all this World War III BS that's going on and this and this and this, what is your advice to the youngsters out there, to the people that, don't have the know-how and need some love and light and are afraid? What is your advice to them?
Well, I can tell you, I never, once I got off this journey, I was willing to just investigate everything, including the New World Order and, all aspects of that, conspiracies on every level. And I reversed, because I began to trust what I heard in reverse, because, anybody can take anything forward. So I began to reverse, whether it was, New World Order types and magicians and gurus, and I wanted to know. I mean, I wanted to know what was going on behind what we see or what we're told. And so everything came under scrutiny with me. I mean, any kind of world event or, I can't even name them all. If anybody said, well, what's happening with, David Rockefeller, I would refer to him, anybody, because I didn't want to stick my head in the sand. I mean, once I got my feet on this path, and, when you say, it's hard to believe, and this was hard for me to believe what I was hearing, but I stuck with it. I have found that, first of all, there will be no World War III. I'll tell you that right now. There's not going to be a war.
I love you for that.
That will be stopped.
That is true.
That will be stopped. I don't care if one of them, presses the big button.
Doesn't matter.
It's not going to be allowed to happen.
Thank you.
That's a given.
Thank you.
So people can just relax about that one. The money system is going. It's going. I mean, you can see it every day.
Yeah.
The first thing to go in this new reality will be there will be no money. Money will be gone because it is a false money system.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Positive about money. It has nothing to do with true prosperity.
Thank you.
Excuse me. The people will wake up from the stupor they're in, and this includes the New World Order types, and all of them. They were all cloned, first of all, which is pretty startling.
This is interesting. Go ahead.
But they were all cloned. The people who entered into the consciousnesses that entered into those clones. Now, this is something I just found out. The consciousnesses that entered into the clones came from all over. They came from all over. They could be from Lyra, Andromeda, Pleiades, Sirius, all over. Those consciousnesses came with the intention of not allowing the negative to continue. They have come with every hope of getting into that cloned body and turning things around. And what happened was the owl, who is, I guess you can call him a Satan figure, but he's the classic being that came out of separation. Then we get into the esoteric thing. I'll kind of skip that. But anyway, let's just say the owl saw this happening and did not want these people to wake up. And what came out was the whole earth. He released a gas called polonium. Polonium is in the earth everywhere. That gas put everyone to sleep.
Yeah.
All those people, everybody got put to sleep.
Yeah.
People who entered into these, New World Order type cloned bodies, they
Right.
They were overwhelmed with mind control, the memories, and the beliefs that they were that original person, and they got lost in the fog. The people who are in the New World Order cloned bodies right now are not the original people. They were people that came here from all over. They volunteered to give up their own lives for a while to try to help us, and they got screwed up. So now they're behaving badly. But when the light comes in and they wake up, they will see that even though they didn't fulfill the mission the way they wanted to, they were not the bad guys. And this puts a whole different spin on this thing. There's not going to be anybody going to hell or being punished. No one.
Hey, Peggy.
I don't care who they are.
Hey, Peggy.
Yeah.
A lot of viewers really don't know who you are or what you're about. So, now that we touched base on Planet X and the whole everything, I want everyone to know, and who is Peggy Kane? I mean, what does she do? What is she, who are you, Peggy Kane? What is your daily routine? Who are you? What is your life? This is,
well, I live out in the middle of
who is
nowhere,
Peggy Kane?
in Arizona. I live in a small town called Aralaca. I live here, and I have some land, and I have goats, and I have chickens, and I have cats and dogs, and I work taking care of developmentally disabled people, and I do artwork, and so I support myself. I did a TV show. I was co-host with Ted Loman and Jim Nichols and Jim Roger for 12 years. It was called UFOAZ, and then it was called Off the Record, and then it was called Cutting Edge. I kept changing names. I interviewed thousands of people, did TV, I did radio. This was public access, but it was pretty widespread. Did radio. So I